and thank you for the presentation. My question is about the, I reckon that you have given us the option of changeover and meters for end users. Do we also have a GPS solution that would allow us know at any time where the locations of the cylinders are? For example, I work with a company that deals with LPG, and I want to know at any point in time when my users change location, would it be possible to have a GPS solution? And the other end of my question would be, would you be able to give us an approximate idea of what this entails in terms of the value? Because we also want to be concerned about how much we're able to add to the gas solution we want to give to the customers. Because if it becomes too expensive, it means it would not work for us. So those are two questions that I have. Thank you.
Lucy, do you like to answer?
Yeah, I think that Billy will answer. Of course.
No.
Yeah.
I think in this case, I like that maybe Martin, you can share, because I know you have a lot of experience with the GPS. So do you like to answer that?
The question is at first, do you mean for the normal small bottles, for LPG bottles, or for bigger bottles? Because for the small bottles, for example, for 11 kilogram bottles or 5 kilo, 3 kilogram bottles, we have right now not a solution. For the bigger bottles, for example, 100 kilo or 50 kilo, we have our level view mobile. And this is, of course, it's including this GPS, but we can have also without GPS, and we transmit the situation, the position via triangulation. Means this is accuracy is not so good like a GPS module and with the internal GPS antenna, but it works. So I don't know about the bottles, and what do you mean, or what do you ask? Is it for small bottles, for private people, for private?
So for 12.5 kgs and any other bottles higher than that, 25 kg bottles, and yes, basically.
Omar, did you understand?
I got his point, and when it just to answer Olufemi generally, anything when it comes to smaller cylinders, it is become a serious question of cost benefit. How much money or how much investment are you willing to spend to track each and every one of your cylinders? We have what we call RFID tags, which can be put on a cylinder, that can also be integrated within our platform. However, the question mark here, it is always about the cost benefit. Okay, assuming you know all the location of the cylinders, so what is the benefit you are going to derive from it, and what is the possible actions that you are going to take with it? So this is a big question mark. Another possibility solution, what we have implemented in the past, is a tracking system for this, not for every cylinder, but for the cylinder trucks, so that we can monitor, okay, truck A has offloaded in this distribution point this number of cylinders, so the logic says that it should return at a certain point this number of cylinders, but not to track each and every one of the cylinders, although it is possible. But again, it's a big question mark of cost benefits. I hope that answers your question.
Very well. Thank you.
Thank you for your question. David?
No, I have Joshua is still waiting since.
Who's waiting?
Joshua Denila sent a request.
Well, Joshua, he's making a comment that I think we should investigate very seriously, because let us, Mr. David first, because I see David has raised his hand.
Okay.
Okay. Hi everyone. Thank you for the presentation. It was very enlightening. So I think my question is still around the smart automatic changeover. So I would like to know, in a scenario where you have a dual fuel system, so for example, for an estate dual fuel system scenario, is this can this still be applied? Is this solution still applicable in that scenario? I don't know if my question is clear.
What do you mean by dual fuel?
So in a situation where you're reticulating LPG and you have another fuel that you would like to also reticulate, so is it possible that you can switch in between systems?
Lucy, do you have an answer for this this question?
We have not developed yet the solution, but it's the matter of looking what options, what exactly the customer needs. Because we in this industry, one of the current situation we are seeing is the industry is developing very fast, and the customer requirements come every day and for different solutions. So yes, we are happy to see what exactly the customer needs, what exactly is the changeover they required, what multiple systems David is talking about, what type of multiple systems, because I am sure if there is a solution for the hardware, we can definitely track the transmit.
I think to answer David also, if we are assuming, for example, a situation where a house is connected to the natural gas network, but still for some reason has an LPG bottle as a backup, LPG that is fed into the domestic user, comes in a gas phase. Natural gas also comes in a gas phase. So it should be possible, but we will require some additional investigation and research into this, but it should be possible to change in between this system, because the mechanism in essence it is the same, because you change over something that is not flowing, then you are going to something which is still product available.
Okay, right. I think that's clear.
Thank you very much.
Joshua, yeah.
Mr. Joshua.
Joshua, you have to shut on your microphone.
Mr. Joshua, you are unmuted if you would like to say something or ask a question. Otherwise,
okay. What I was asking some years back, I used RFID products for monitoring some LPG tanks, but we had very serious challenge, and that's why we couldn't continue with your company. This should be well over 5 to 6 years back.
I think, Mr. Joshua, you are mixing our solution with another company. So I don't think you are talking about the same solution. I don't know we are ROCS something. However, I would like to ask Lucy or Billy to make a comment about our battery life.
No, look, I know Joshua, and
okay.
Joshua used years ago our first version of GSM-X1.
Okay.
Joshua, and in this case, of course, the lifetime of the battery was not so long. But since 3 years, we changed the complete hardware in the GSM module. And since 1 year, we have additional technologies, for example, with NB-IoT or with Sigfox or with CAT-M1. And the lifetime of the battery is, of course, a lot of longer than in the past, in the beginning. So I know about your problem in the past. But this is solved, and the lifetime is, of course, longer.
Okay, so my other question, did you change the name of the company? Because I'm seeing what attracted me was because I saw RFID on some of the products that Euro monitor. So I'm surprised that your other colleague is saying that this is a different company. Did you close down RFID?
No. We are the same company. However, we have formed a special division under EuroMCS for integrated solutions. However, the previous company that you know, or the company that you know with Martin, it is still there. However, we have a special division under EuroMCS for special integrated projects.
Okay, another question I want to ask, do you, tanks without a dial gauge, do you have a solution for monitoring the LPG level?
Tanks without a dial gauge, it depends on the flange connection. It can be possibly measured with a telemetry probe.
Like ultrasonic?
However, in general, come again?
For that, do you use an ultrasonic sensor or do you have any product for such?
No, it's called the telemetry probe system.
Can you throw more light on it so I get an idea of how it will work? Or do you have existing products for that?
We have an existing product. We will be glad to share it with you after the webinar.
Okay, fine.
Thank you very much, Joshua.
You're welcome.
Okay. Any other questions? I see. Hey. David.
No, sorry. I think my hand didn't go down.
Okay, no problem. Okay, we'll remove you again. Okay.
So we can go through to some of the open questions that are in the Q&A.
But we have Mr. Okoro, Mr. Obi.
Okay, let me ask Mr. Obi. Okay, Mr. Shina Loboye.
Mr. Obi? Omar, you want me to talk?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, the first thing is I think you are 1 hour ahead of us, so I'm asking for an extension. But my main question is, have you taken the part about
just a note? We are recording this session, so everybody that missed part of the session, we will be glad to share the recording afterwards.
Okay, very good. Okay, my question is okay. Well, let me just ask the question. Have you dealt with the functionality of using this system to monitor gas pipelines? Have you done that?
Well,
because I think it's sorry.
Yes, gas pipelines. It's all about the hardware solution. There is
pressure sensor.
Yeah, there is metering solutions. It is not within our main range, but there is metering solutions that can monitor gas pipelines. And these also, they have a telemetry functionality, which can be linked and interfaced with our platform solutions. Like you have seen it in a small scale for the domestic meters, can also be a commercial prepaid meters, and it can also be enlarged to a industrial size meters for the pipelines.
Okay, that's fine. So hopefully I get the link to the video and I'll circulate to those I invited. Yeah.
Very okay. Thank you, Obi. Mr. Loye. Okay, we are not getting a question. So maybe we can go through some of the questions in the Q&A. I think an interesting question to answer from Mr. Abulade, that he's asking what happens if a connection is lost, and what is the provision for the monitoring during this time. Our systems have a logger. So what it means is that it logs a specific level at a certain interval that we set. So even if the connection is lost temporarily, it means that still the system will upload the log, what has been uploaded or what has been logged at that time. Are there any other interesting questions that Billy or Martin or Lucy would like to answer? Otherwise, let us round up. I see some longer questions, but I think it is better to address this in a follow-up email and discussions.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe Obi have a question or not? Obi Akaraibe.
Okay, I think let us round up, and any other remaining points, questions, we'll be happy to address it to you after the session. We thank all the attendees for your participation, your inputs, your questions, your comments. Our main question to you is, after this webinar, are you now ready to apply the Internet of Things, automation, smart solutions in your LPG business? We also like to inform you that EuroMCS will be at the World LPG Exhibition during the LPG week in between 5th and 9th of December this year in Dubai, stand 174. We hope that the COVID circumstances allow all of us to be there and to hopefully meet many of you face to face. But in the meantime, we look forward to keeping in touch with you and to start implementing IoT solutions in your LPG business. If there is any closing words from my colleagues, please feel free.
I think from my part, only to say thank you for all the attendance. Yeah, we will be more than happy to know you, to know more about your requirements or needs into the future. We are ready to serve you in any of the technology that we present today, and for sure encourage you to visit EuroMCS in the exhibition, because yeah, as you can see in the presentation, we are our engineering team is working very hard to try to bring to this market, to this LPG market, innovative solutions that help you in your daily business. So only to say thank you for your patience and for your attendance, and happy to receive any of your requirements in the future.
And for me also, thank you very much for your time, and hopefully we see you latest in Dubai.
From my side, I thank you everyone for joining us, and I'm looking forward to see you again in the next seminar as well.
Okay, thank you very much, everybody. We hope everybody keeps well, keep safe, and keep healthy, and looking forward to keeping in touch. Have a nice day.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.